started as the rest of our members come on and join in, and our family and friends, join our open house. I do want us to go ahead and start with prayer. Praise Yahweh. Let me see if King Benayahu is present. Okay, praise Yahweh. So it looks like King Benyahu is actually not available or here for prayer for us. So I'll go ahead and have another one of our members have lead us in prayer. Brother Goodell, are you available to lead us in prayer?
Praise Yahweh ben Yahweh. Yes, ma'am.
Praise Yahweh. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Let us face the east. O Yahweh, God of our salvation, save us and gather us together and deliver us from this evil, wicked heathen, so that we may give thanks unto thy holy name and glory in thy praise. Blessed be the holy name of Yahweh in Israel forever. O Yahweh, let them be confounded that persecute us, but let not us be confounded. Let our enemies be dismayed, but let not us be dismayed. Bring upon our enemies the day of evil and destroy them with the double destruction. O Yahweh, forgive our fathers for breaking your laws, and please forgive us for breaking your laws. Help us to never bring shame upon thy great name, nor a reproach against thy works. For surely we have turned ourselves unto thee, O Yahweh, trying to be upright. And as we confess our faults, please grant us protection against all of our faults, and cleanse us of our secret faults, and guide us to the best of morals. For surely our prayers and our sacrifices, our lives and our deaths, are all for thee, O Yahweh. Tefillah. Avenu Shema Shemayim, Yikade Shemeaka, Tavo Makuteaka, Yiase Rizamaka, Kima Shemayim Kem Ba'aris, Et Lekam Kukenu, Tain Nainun Hayon, Uslak Nanun, All Kata Enun, Kimoshisoki, Gamanaknun, Lakota Eladon, Veal Tevienun, Ladeni Sayon, King Ka Senun, Mihara, Kilaka, Hamanglaha, Veha Givera, Veha Tifieris, Leolamine, Olamine, Sila. We thank thee, O Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. Selah. So let everything that has breath praise Yahweh ben Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. All right. Oh, well, praise Yahweh again. I want to say welcome, family. Really excited and happy to see you all present and here. Praise Yahweh. Let's get started. This is about you all. I want, to us to have very little time talking. I definitely want to be able to give, you all the time to ask as much questions as needed for our open house. Special thank you again for everyone who's present and was able to join. We are recording, family, so friends and family that were not able to make it, you will be able to, view the recording. Praise Yahweh. Um, I also want to give a special thank you to our committee members. Our committee members has been here, some of them for several years, helping us, with building Yahweh Virtual University and providing a homeschool for our youth, for our nation. So I definitely want to give a special thanks to some of our committee members, Queen Yada, King Ammonon, King Shalomo, um, King Lavan, King Seba, praise Yahweh, King Yosef, Queen Adiva Barua, Queen Bathsheba, King Lud, King Gidel, Queen Shifra, Queen Edna, and Queen Ziva. Praise Yahweh. So again, just a really quick thanks to our committee members. They work so hard to really help us out and do everything we can, to get Yahweh Virtual University at a point where we really can homeschool our students and take them away from, all the evil that's out there. It's a lot, family. So moving right along, I want us to briefly go into the purpose of Yahweh Virtual University, some accreditations that we have, um, things that we're working on, offerings. A little bit, we're going to hear from our directors, and then we're going to open up the floor, a big, huge question and answer session where we break out and have as many of us ask all the questions so you know where we are, because there's a lot that we're doing so far with Yahweh Virtual University. So, really briefly, I want to go into a little bit of our purpose, the purpose of Yahweh Virtual University. We're rescuing our future in a morally decaying and dying society. This is basically our mission. Yahweh Virtual University is duplicating Yahweh's university by restoring pride, respect, dignity, principles, ethics, and honor, not just to education, but to every facet of life. Praise Yahweh. Yahweh Virtual University is being built as an online hub where Yahweh Ben Yahweh's perfect teachings, methodology is executed. Children will be able to be fully homeschooled in the comfort of their home. Parents will have full support and helpful resources. Yahweh Ben Yahweh taught us that learning is fun, family. Learning is lots of fun. And that's what we want to make sure that we duplicate that for here in Yahweh Virtual University. We really show that learning is truly fun. Yahweh Virtual University has fully embraced this method, of learning being fun. For some of the things that we're doing with our Saturday fun classes, where students can enjoy moral Bible stories, learn ethical stories, all from the Bible, and it's for all ages, okay? Praise Yahweh. So that's just a little bit of where we are and what we're doing for Yahweh Virtual University and what it's about. I know you probably see it sometimes on social media. You want to know a little bit about what is Yahweh Virtual University and what's our purpose. A little bit more, I want to go a little bit more in depth on why it's so important, right? Yahweh Virtual University is an institution that gives all students the desiring attention of the knowledge of the original Hebrew Israelites. Um, the world's best kept secret, what our Father Yahweh Ben Yahweh has brought us to the awakening to. Yahweh Virtual University has effectively integrated biblical truths and moral teachings in our curriculum. And this curriculum has definitely come from our Father, straight from our Father Yahweh Ben Yahweh. In 1962, the Bible and prayer were taken out of the public schools. I'm sure you all know that. Statistics show that in just 5 years, American schools had taken a drastic change for the worse. Okay? Students' scores on various achievements tests dropped sharply in 1976 and continue to drop today. I mean, rock bottom, just dropped, okay? We are empowering parents to have an active role in their students' educational lives. Parents can create customized learning paths for their students. We have merged moral and ethical teachings from the Bible with our school's curriculum. Yahweh's laws is necessary when raising students, especially in the world that we live in today. So we have a variety of subjects like mathematics, reading, science, health. Also, the main subjects that Father Yahweh Ben Yahweh has taught us that is needed, ethics, okay? And we're building on that, family. There's a lot that we're wanting to do, a lot that we're working on, and it's going to take us time to get where we really want to be. But with your help and support, we can do that. So it's time for us to take control for in our lives and in our children's lives to rescue our future. Praise Yahweh. So that's just a little bit. I mean, I could go for a while, family, but again, I don't want to go in too much. That's just a little bit about our purpose, our goal, and what we're doing. A little bit about the core of Yahweh Virtual University. I do want to speak a little bit more on accreditation, but I'm going to hold off on that for some questions later on. We'll speak a little bit more on accreditation. Um, I will now open up the floor to our council director. Our council director is Queen Zabia. She's going to speak just briefly a little bit on some homeschooling protocols. Praise Yahweh. Queen Zabia.
Praise Yahweh. Yes, I am Queen Zabia Bira, and I am Yahweh Virtual University's Council Director. And as Council Director, I will help you to and assist you with helpful teaching techniques, parenting tools, and much, much more. Any type of guidance and support you may need. Now, we will also be here to help you with the homeschooling, as far as homeschooling your child. And if your child is 6 years of age or older and has attended public school, a letter of intent to homeschool must be mailed to your child's superintendent of your child's school district. Now, if your child has never attended public school, then you don't have to worry about that. And later during our open house today, you can get more information regarding Yahweh Virtual University's homeschool program. Praise Yahweh. And is it time for us to have a winner drawn?
Praise Yahweh, Queen. I'm glad you say that. Yes, it is time. So, family, during our open house, we will be having several drawings for individuals that will be winning prizes. And it is time for our drawing, our live drawing. So I'm actually going to go ahead and make sure we have all of our names. Now, to win, all you need to do is just join. So if you've joined, family, your name has been put in this bowl. And we will be doing a live drawing for you to see who has won one of the prizes. I'm going to share a little bit, I'm going to show some of the prizes that we're going to be drawing for. There's going to be 5 drawings today, family, okay? And I'm going to actually, let me share my screen quickly so you all can see which prize we're on now. All right, family. So we have 5 so far. The first one is the $50 gift card. Okay, that's going to be the first one we're drawing for. The next one is going to be our free one-on-one tutoring session, where you, as the student, would be able to choose on any subject that you want to do a free one-on-one tutoring session. It could be I want a session on helping me with studying on my name, or helping me with mathematics, or for a student with their science or writing tips, whatever it is. You would be able to choose what you want that 1 hour one-on-one tutoring session to be. Another one of our prizes will be a workbook, a mathematic workbook. That's going to be a level 1 mathematic workbook. So that's going to be for ages between 4 and 8. Sometimes a little bit older. It just depends, but that's going to be between that 4 and 8 age group. So even if an adult wins that, if you know a grandchild that you have that might want it, praise Yahweh. Hebrew storybook. This is a storybook that has a story that one of our directors actually wrote, Keem Ben Yahu, and it has all Black characters in it, a story on Go to the Ant. So students would absolutely love that. And then our curriculum outline. Someone's going to win a full curriculum outline for a specific student. So you choose the age of the student for that full curriculum that you would want for starting your schooling journey. So without further ado, family, I'm going to stop sharing really quickly again. And once again, I'm going to show the bowl that I have here, all of your names, everyone that has joined, except directors, just so you know. All of the new individuals that have joined, your names are all in here, and we're looking forward to get a winner. Praise Yahweh. Here we go. Who is going to get the $50 gift card? All right. Looks like, let's see. Nayel. Praise Yahweh. Sister Nayel has won the $50 gift card. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Uh,
Yahweh. Hold on.
Praise
praise
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Just so you know, family, all of the winners, if you have access to the chat, if you could write your name, email, and phone number in the chat. And I do have our secretary keeping track of all the winners as well, but we want to make sure we can definitely contact. You will be receiving an email um, proving, that you are a winner, and within 1 to 2 business days, you will definitely be receiving your gifts, family. So our first winner for our first drawing is Queen Nayel. Praise Yahweh. We're actually going to do our second drawing as another drawing as well, because we skipped one before. So before we move on to bringing out our curriculum, well, before we have our Yahweh Virtual University operations manager come out and speak on our curriculum teaching, we're actually going to do another drawing, family. Okay, so this drawing is going to be for the one-on-one tutoring session. This is a good one, family. So again, if you win this, you will be able to choose whatever subject it is. I want to learn a full, hour on, it could be ethics, it could be math, it could be for a student, it could be for an adult. You choose whatever you want that 1 hour to be. One-on-one tutoring session. So praise Yahweh. And here's drawing number 2. Again, I have my bowl. Everybody that joined does have an opportunity. Oh, I lost one. Everybody that joined does have an opportunity to win. And again, we are doing drawing number 2 for the one-on-one tutoring session. And I have a name here. So let us see who won. Brother Alton, praise Yahweh. Brother Alton has won a one-on-one tutoring session with Yahweh Virtual University. Praise Yahweh. All right, so we have our
Yahweh.
2 winners so far. Now we have more prizes to give away, family, but we're going to move a little bit further on with our agenda for today. I do want to introduce our operations manager for Yahweh Virtual University, Queen Deborah, to speak a little bit more on our curriculum and teaching protocols. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh, told our sister Queen Yerusha, and shalom to my family. Glory to Yahweh. I'm glad you were able to tune in. I'm Deborah Israel, and I'm the YVU Operations Manager / Curriculum Director. That is one of my main areas of expertise in writing and developing the curriculum. Um, as you were told, our lesson plans are built on the moral principles taught by Yahweh ben Yahweh and the curriculum that he established when he came to us in 1979. So the word of Yahweh, which is the Holy Bible, has been infused in all of our subjects. And we have all of the core subjects as well as extracurricular subjects. I also assist teachers in overseeing our teacher training program. So if you have skills or teaching experience and you're interested in assisting us to expand and grow, we would love to hear from you. Later during this open house, you can get more information regarding the curriculum and our teacher program because there is an application on our website. But now, um, let's see a little bit more about the curriculum. We have starting with ages 2 through 4 is level 1, level 2, and these are commensurate with grade levels. We don't call them grades, we call them levels. But level 2 would be ages 5 through 6, level 3, ages 7 through 9, levels 4 through 6 would be ages 10 through 12, and levels 7 through 9, our advanced curriculum is for ages 13 through 15. And after that, of course, levels 10 through 12 for ages 16 and up. Praise Yahweh. Right. Do we have another drawing at this time, Queen Yerusha?
Praise Yahweh. We absolutely do, Queen. We actually do have another one. But before we get to that one, I want to know if you could speak to everyone a little bit more also on our registration. Um, we will have more on registration when our full homeschool program open up, but just briefly on our Saturday registration, Queen.
Oh, yes, we do have a Saturday school program, and some of you are familiar with that. Um, you would simply go through our YVU website and click on um, the buttons that are right there for you. Just click on the button and you can get in and register with your child's name and other information. And that's each week they would just tune in that way.
Absolutely. Praise Yahweh. Taught us so much, Queen. And
Yes.
that's correct. As you join the Yahweh Virtual University website, you'll see Saturday Fun Bible classes, and there's some links in the chat as well. You will be able to click the link right there and join. There were some changes that was made. We will actually be doing a live tutoring session as well, so you can see how to register. Because we've had some people speak that it was a little bit tough for them. So stay tuned, family. We will be showing you step by step on how to do that registration. But it's very, very easy. We did make it even easier as well. So we have it where you can sign up for an account. If you don't want to sign up for an account, you don't have to either. So we did make it a lot easier. Praise Yahweh. And without further ado, family, we're going to get to drawing number 3. Now, this drawing is going to be for the math workbook. Okay, so this is again going to be for a level 1 student. So this student would be between the ages of 4 and 8. Okay, so again, even if an adult wins this, if you have a grandchild or a young child that would benefit from it, show the love. Praise Yahweh. So again, this is going to be for our mathematic workbook. You would be you would be receiving a, make sure I was in the camera. You would be receiving it digitally, but you would be able to also print it out, and the students would be able to actually, work from that workbook. So again, I'm going to do my live drawing number 3, mixing it up a little bit. And I do have someone here. And Ferris, Ferris, Ferris has won the level 1 math book. Praise Yahweh. All right. Exciting, exciting. We do have winner number 3. Um,
Yahweh. Praise Yahweh.
praise Yahweh. So, um, again, our secretary is keeping track, but if you are a winner, if you could put your name and email in the chat, we would definitely love it and appreciate it. Queen Niel so far for the $50 gift card, Brother Alton for the one-on-one tutoring, and then Ferris for our level 1 math book. Praise Yahweh. All right, family. Moving right along. I will now go over briefly on our business partnership. Um, we are collaborating. We're wanting to work with several schools and other organizations in the nation of Yahweh, of course, to collaborate and build our relationships and to better our nation as a whole. So, if you do know of any opportunities, and you do have different skills that you want to bring to Yahweh Virtual University, we are open for all of those. We also have a business form that you could actually sign up with on the website, and I can share extra information on that as well during our tutoring session, our live tutoring session. So that's definitely another thing that we're doing. Praise Yahweh. So if you know of anyone that would be interested in helping out and joining in any way, shape, form, or fashion, we are definitely looking for more people to help us out with building with Yahweh Virtual University. Praise Yahweh. All right. Um, we're actually also before I also wanted to go ahead and bring up our secretary, Queen Jochebed. She will be speaking a little bit on our Saturday Fun classes and what it's like, when you join the Saturday Bible Fun class. What does that look like? What can I expect? Praise Yahweh, Queen Jochebed.
Oops. Praise Yahweh family. Shalom, everyone. My name is Sister Jochebed Sarah Yisrael, and I am YVU's secretary, Yahweh Virtual University secretary. I am also a teacher for our weekly Saturday Fun classes. Yahweh Virtual University Saturday Fun classes is a great time to spend with our children. Students will enjoy the following: learning amazing Bible stories that bring our great history to life for our children. They will have an opportunity to have complete weekly fun projects to solidify the stories learned. So they have projects that they work on, they draw, they make wonderful projects that they put together with, cardboard. And I mean, it's so exciting to see the projects that they make. And participants, whether adults or children, can see each other and are able to receive praise and knowledge from the teacher and from each other. Now, students of all ages can attend. Students can join from their laptops, their tablets, or their smartphones. Now, later during this open house, you can get more information regarding YVU's Saturday Fun classes. And now it's time for another winner to be named. Praise Yahweh.
Yes, ma'am. Praise Yahweh. Told us so much. All right, family. We do have some more prizes to give out. We have two more. But before we get to the last two, I actually want to just briefly speak on how you could support. We have so much that we're working on, and I can't wait to show you a little bit of some of the things that we're doing a little bit later on, family. But there's a section on the website that says Contact Us. If you go there, it does have a donation button where you can donate, and whatever it is, you could support. Financially, you could support by joining our live classes. You could support by partnering with us. There's several ways where you could support. Our business manager would be able to actually send that link in the chat so that you would be able to support in any way, shape, form, or fashion. We are doing some website updates, so we're looking forward to some of those changes coming and really excited about that. Praise Yahweh. And without further ado, family, it is time for our next drawing. This one we're going to be drawing for is for the Hebrew storybook. Now, again, this Hebrew storybook um, is a fun story. It's going to be on the series called Go to the Ant. It has black Hebrew characters in it. And students will have a fun time enjoying that story, family. And my little ones love reading the book. So we will have a winner for that one. And I think I have someone here that may be a winner for this. Let's see who it is. Sister Yara. Sister Yara Barr won the Bible story, Hebrew Bible story. Praise
Praise
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Sister Yara, that's awesome. Sister Yara Barr. So excited.
Yahweh!
Great, great.
Praise Yahweh. Again, we will be reaching out to you. If you are a winner, if you could put your name and email in the chat, we definitely want to make sure, that you do receive those prizes. Today, before the meeting, today after the meeting, after our open house, you will be receiving an email, confirming your win. But again, within 1 to 2 business days, you will actually be receiving, that prize. So praise Yahweh, Sister Yarabar. All right. And our last drawing for the day, family, then we're going to open up the floor and get into our Q&A session. Our last drawing for the day is for our curriculum outline. Now, if you're new to homeschooling, this curriculum outline is going to be golden to you. You'll be able to use it. Parents can, it's like having someone that holds your hand and, help you through the process of homeschooling. And it's not that scary, family. It's pretty fun. I enjoy, homeschooling my little ones, maybe because I grew up homeschooling. I don't know. That might have something to do with it. But you're going to really enjoy that curriculum outline. It's not going to do everything for you, family. It's just an outline, but it is really going to be so awesome when it comes to homeschooling your students. And I know a lot of individuals that were new to homeschooling was able to use it and really be like, this is such a blessing. So for our curriculum outline, family, here we go. And our last winner for the day is Atara. Sister Atara. Praise Yahweh.
Yahweh! Praise
Thank you.
Yahweh!
Thank you.
Praise
Yes.
Yahweh. Woo! Yes,
Praise
Yahweh.
And what
Yahweh.
do, yeah, thank you.
Praise.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise
What do I
Yahweh.
send in what information do I send in the chat to receive it?
In the chat, make sure you put your name, email, and phone number. And just put
Okay.
what you won. You could also put what you won. Our secretary is taking notes, but you did win the curriculum outline.
Okay.
Praise
Thank
Yahweh.
you. Toda.
And
Toda. Thank you.
yes, ma'am. So before we move on, family, I'm going to name all of our winners one more time. Sister Niel, she won the $50 gift card. Brother Alton won the one-on-one tutoring session. Ferris won, let me pull up my screen again. Ferris won the mathematics workbook for a level 1 student. Yara Bar won the Hebrew storybook. And Sister Atara won our curriculum outline. Praise Yahweh. Those are our 5 winners for our open house, family. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being present with us. And before we move to our Q&A session, I want to open the floor now to our business manager, Queen Tamar. She's going to be explaining some of the rules for our open house Q&A session. And I want us to have fun. I mean, you'll never know if you never ask, family. If you want to, whatever it is you want to know about Yahweh Virtual University, where we are, whatever it is, how can I help? I want to be able to do this. I want to, whatever it is, whatever you can think of, family. Now is the time. Okay. Without further ado, Queen Tamar.
Praise Yahweh. What a wonderful event and just such great energy that we're generating in this space. Yahweh Virtual University is in an exciting growth path, and I know you have a lot of questions. So that's what this space is for you to inquire and find out more. We're going to create space for all of our directors to be on the platform here. So I'm going to get everyone up here real quick. And for all those questions, what we want you to be able to do is either post your question in the chat. So if you're able to get to the chat, I will lift those questions out to the appropriate director and we can have them respond. Or you can also raise your hand and we'll recognize you so that you can be brought on live to ask your question. So I believe if I'm missing any directors, please let me know. But I believe I have all who has been presenting today on the platform. So with and if you just can't figure out that mute button or you can't figure out, well, if you can't figure out how to chat or you can't figure out how to raise your hand, go ahead and unmute and we'll recognize you as I see you unmuted to get your question on the floor. But I'm sure there's questions. So if you have any, I will invite you now to go ahead and get those questions out. And if not, I'm going to ask the director some questions to see if we can get some of this content lifted out. But now is the time, family. Any questions or things that you need clarified from our Yahweh Virtual University directors? All right, I don't see any hands right now. So I know we spoke about accreditation a little bit earlier, but what does it mean to be accredited? I don't even understand what that is. My children just go to public school. So what do I need to consider when it talks about accreditation? And that could go to our operations manager, Queen Deborah.
Well, accreditation is what gives us the authority to uh, usher in this program. There are companies out there or big schools that offer accreditations. And of course, our accreditation comes from the Honorable Yahweh Ben Yahweh. He set us up and we follow his teachings, his plan.
Excellent. So you mean to tell me that Yahweh Virtual University has the highest accreditation in the universe?
You got that right. Yes, ma'am. The
Praise
highest.
Yahweh.
We don't need anyone else's permission.
Exactly.
That is so exciting. I want my grandchildren and all my generations to be a part of Yahweh Virtual University. I see our sister Yokebed, our secretary. Please, by all means, add to this conversation.
Praise Yahweh. I was actually clicking the reaction, but I did not mean to raise my hand. But I have a question. When I would like to register on the website, it's the exact website is called YahwehVirtualUniversity.com. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Okay. And to register, would I have to register every time to get on a Saturday class or anything like that?
No, ma'am, not at all. And I'm glad you actually mentioned that. Um, I actually want to go into our tutoring session if there's no questions. But before then, I want to also kind of echo, our operations manager in regards to the accreditation a little bit more as well. And at any time, family, the ones that are present, again, if you have any questions or concerns regarding, what we're speaking on, please, ask. Um, but schools, colleges, universities, learning institutions seek accreditation from agencies such as the CIHE or the MSCHE, okay, and etc. Now, to establish a credibility and strong, reputations basically in the world. These agencies, will validate a school's, credentials by certifying you know, their criteria basically. Accreditation is a review process, to determine if an educational program meets defined standards, of the quality basically of that school, according to the U.S. Department of Education, basically, and they have their own U.S. Department of Education. In the United States, accreditations, through the U.S. Department of Education is decentralized, and it does vary as well, right? Many nonprofit organizations and non-governmental institutions set their own standards, for what they feel is, a high quality school. Now, Yahweh Virtual University, on the other hand, is biblically accredited. Okay, what would Yahweh Virtual University look like going to the U.S. Department of Education to get, their approval for Yahweh's curriculum, God, Yahweh's curriculum that He created? Yahweh Virtual University is designed for all good and moral people, intended to homeschool their children through righteous standards, with our and with Yahweh ben Yahweh's foundation that He set. That's how we're doing it. Okay, we are an accredited school, but not through the traditional method of accreditation set forth by this world. God Yahweh would never seek approval from this world. Yahweh Virtual University is an original organization developed and built on the teachings of Yahweh ben Yahweh. We know that God Yahweh Himself is the only one qualified to properly validate and set forth, proper criterias and certificates and credits for our schools. Okay, so we acknowledge and we only seek approval from God Yahweh. That's it. Our students are certified by the information attained through the Holy Bible. This is not an, innovative approach, to accreditation, but it's the facts of life. Our students, success are imminent because Yahweh Virtual University, holds those high standards that our Father Yahweh has given us. Therefore, anyone, willing to learn and, the knowledge of Yahweh will be able to learn, through our Father Yahweh's curriculum. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. What an excellent and exciting opportunity for our youth and our children. I do have one more question for our directors before we leave this platform. And I see our operations manager has her hand up. So I'm going to ask this question. Feel free to address it and address any other thing you want to speak to. But the question is, as a new homeschooler or a tenured homeschooler, what ways can Yahweh Virtual University support me in uh, homeschooling my children? So if I'm a beginner or someone who's been doing it for a long time, how does the Yahweh Virtual University website support me in doing that work?
Oh, is that for
And
me or for the counselor?
I'm gonna maybe the
Council
counselor
director?
director first, and then any if you
Mhm.
want to
Okay.
add to it, by all means, come back around to it.
And let me just clarify the question. Now, was that how can Yahweh Virtual University support a beginner that's looking to teach their children or homeschool their children?
Mhm. Both a beginner or someone who's been doing it for a long time.
Okay, by simply taking advantage of our platform and the curriculum that we teach per Yahweh ben Yahweh, which is the highest standards available, simply by coming and registering and trying out the free Saturday fun class to see how you like it. So just come and try it so you can see if it's what you would like for your children. That's the best way to do it. And we will be there to help you every step of the way.
Praise Yahweh. Toda, I love the idea of support. I want to invite our operations manager to speak to this question.
Oh, yes, ma'am. We also have a homeschool manual, which has a ton of information in it, as it was from when we were established and in Miami, Florida. There's information about how to get started, information on some of the lessons, the information that is to be inculcated. So there's a wealth of information in that homeschool manual. Praise Yahweh.
That's so exciting to hear. Would our secretary be available to answer or support in this response as well?
Sure. Praise Yahweh, Ben Yahweh. As a teacher, homeschool teacher, and one of our Saturday fun class teachers, I see amazing results from our children. I see the joy in their faces. I get responses like, wow, this was an incredible situation in this story. Look at how Yahweh did this and how this person did that that was wrong. I won't do that. And so they're learning from past mistakes. Our children are literally having the ability to see what our forefathers did and saying to themselves, I think I need to remember this and learn from this. Also, by us as parents, being the teacher and being the ones that are guiding our children, the respect that we start to receive as parents is immeasurable. Our children look up to us, they respect us, and they honor us as they should, according to our laws in the Bible. So, homeschooling and interacting with your children and working with them, and just even if when they're little, you're just dropping those seeds of wisdom. It's so wonderful and such a blessing for every household. Praise Yahweh, family.
Praise Yahweh. I'm so happy that you spoke to the impact on the children. That's really beautiful and important. I'm going to ask our president to respond, and then I do see that there is a question from Niall. So if our president can respond to this question, we'll get our question on the floor after our president's response, if that's okay.
Yes, ma'am. Praise Yahweh. But as all the directors stated so far, you'll never know unless you jump in. Jump in with us, family. We're here for you. We're here to help. It's not as tough or as hard as you may think. It's actually quite fun. It could be a little bit challenging at first, but where there's a will, there's a way. Get onto our website, reach out to us. You could. We're very easy to talk to. You can text us, call us. We're pretty busy, but we will make time for you all. And at least enjoy the Saturday classes. Um, we are working on a full homeschool program where you'll be able to actually, take your student out of the public school, and they could actually fully be homeschooled at Yahweh Virtual University. That's not ready yet, but woo, Yahweh, we are so excited and can't wait till that's ready. So that will be ready, Yahweh willing, soon, family. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Toda for that. Excellent responses. Sister Niall, welcome. And please, by all means, offer your comment or your question in this platform.
Shalom, everyone. My question is if I wanted the curriculum and the Yahweh University manual, how could I obtain that?
Excellent question. Who wants to respond to that?
Praise Yahweh. I'll actually respond to that, Queen. And I'll actually be also sending a message in the chat where you could actually go and on the website to where it states enroll now on our menu bar, and you could go to where it says purchase curriculum outline. If you wasn't, one of the blessed ones, who was that won the curriculum? Um, Queen Atara, who actually won a free one, and you want to actually purchase one, yes, you can actually go to the website. On the top bar, it says enroll now. You want to go to where it says purchase curriculum outline, and you'll be able to choose, based on your student level, what outline that you want to purchase.
Okay.
And there was another question that you asked. What was the other one, Queen?
About the Yahweh University manual.
The manual. Okay, you mean like the handbook, student handbook you're speaking of?
Yeah, I
Ah,
think so. Sister Deborah had mentioned it earlier.
yeah. So the student handbook, that really will be available whenever the actual full homeschool program is available. Every parent that registers their student would get an actual teacher hand school manual and a manual for their student. So they'll be able to use that to basically, it would be a process where they will be able to walk them step by step on what to do with homeschooling. So if you
Praise,
are, interested in that as well, we would be able to, help provide you with that, Queen.
praise Yahweh. Toda.
Praise Yahweh.
Beautiful. Thank you for that question and that response. I do believe Queen Deborah, did you have an additional question or comment that you want to offer?
Just an additional comment. As a way of walking through the process, we are available at various times, and all of our staff members, predominantly, all have either been through Yahweh education as teachers or as students. So we can really help you.
Certification.
Yes, we're certified.
Yahweh. Praise Yahweh.
Awesome.
Praise
Praise Yahweh.
Yes.
Toda Yahweh for everyone. Are there any additional comments, questions before we pass it back to Yahweh Virtual University's president, Queen Yerusha? Okay, well, if there are no further questions, we're going to pass it back to you. And I just want to just appreciate all of the directors and your energy and your excitement for giving our children the best possible education. So praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. So, family, I did promise that I was going to show how to register. We have been getting some feedback where some individuals saying that it's been a little bit tough for them to access the Saturday classes, right? So we heard you, family. We heard you, and we've been working on figuring out ways how to make it as easy for you as possible because we're new to this. We're literally building it brick by brick from the ground up. So we heard you. We're listening and we did make some changes. So here it goes. Basically, on your phone, tablet, or computer, you go to YahwehVirtualUniversity.com and you spell it out fully. YAHWH virtualuniversity.com. This is going to be our home page, okay? Feel free to scroll through if you'd like, but I'm getting straight to the point, family. On this first home page, you're going to see free Saturday class, okay? Once you go to free Saturday class, that will take you to a page where it gives you some extra details. Now, originally, you had to actually register in order to get access to the Saturday classes, but we've changed that, family, and we've made it a lot easier. You don't even have to register anymore. You don't have to have a student account. You don't have to put in a name, an email. You don't have to do any of that. We made it a lot easier, family. So once you get to this page, all you do is go to the correct classroom. If it's 11 a.m. and I have my 8-year-old, you go straight here, and that will take you straight to the virtual classroom, family. If it's 12:30 p.m. EST, these are all EST times, and my student is between 9 to 13, they click here and it takes them straight to the virtual classroom. And if you are 40 and it is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you come here. If you are 14 or up, even if you're 100, family, we welcome you. Come on in and get this love from Yahweh. 14 and up. 14 and up. If it's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all you have to do is click here and it'll take you straight to the virtual classroom. Is that easy or not, family? So we made it a lot easier. Like I said, we have been listening, okay? We're new to this, and your feedback is really going to help us get this to a level where we want it to be for our nation, for our children, and for the world. Okay, we're looking for long term, looking on the bigger picture here, family. So if you do not want to register and you do not want to put in your name, email, or create an account, you do not have to. Come Saturday at the correct time. All you come do is come here from the home page, Saturday Fun, and go to the classroom, family. Now, one other thing I want to tell you about this. It says, please note, there are 3 different classrooms. So if I have an 8-year-old, I do not want, and it's 11 a.m., I don't want to go to the 14 and up because no one is going to be in that classroom. You will be there alone, and your 8-year-old is going to be like, where's everybody? Nobody's here, right? So don't make that mistake. Make sure you're going to the correct classroom at the correct time, okay? And that's it. As long as you are going to the correct classroom at the correct time, there will be an instructor there. If the class wasn't canceled, if it is canceled, we do send all of our notifications out that it was canceled. But if it was not, and you go to the correct classroom, you will have an amazing time enjoying our fun Bible Saturday classes, family. Okay? Praise Yahweh. Any questions or concerns before I move forward, family?
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
All right,
Thank you for
praise Yahweh.
sharing.
Now, if you do want to register, right? Now, there are some extra perks for those who are wanting to actually register and create a student account. If you want to register for a student account, you do have to click one of these buttons. Now, just like with the other one, if I have a 9-year-old, I do not want to register for the 4 through 8 because you're going to have access to only this classroom. And we want to make sure that if you're between that age of 9 and 13, you're getting the information that is, correct for you. So if you want to have a student account, and I'll go over some of the, benefits of actually registering and having a student account, you would register. Now remember, family, you only register once. I think some of the problems that our family has been having is we registered once and then we try to register. We think we have to register every time for class, and we don't. Once you register, you already have your email and password to log in. And I'm going to go over that as well, family. Once you have a student account, and I'm going to go over some of the things that a person would get once they sign up. If I already registered, okay? And before I get here, let's go through what it would look like to register. Let's say I am, my birthday just passed. I think mine and Queen Zabia's birthday just passed. I am, eligible to go through the 14 and up. So that's the one I'm going to go to. Praise Yahweh. Once I go here to register, it's going to take me here. As I see, I am in the right area because it has the age 14 and up.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to give me a little bit of information on, what I get when I register. Okay, and I go to join the family, register here. When I register, it's going to ask me for my email, password, name, address, city, and I go ahead and enroll now. Okay, I'm not going to do it again because I already registered, family. Okay, I already registered. So I'm just going to log in, okay? And the ones that were having issues, I'll show you how to reset your password as well, okay? So again, I already registered, I already put in all that information, and I'm just going to log back into my student account. I'm actually just going to log into my son's account. I put in my password, and then I'm going to log in. If I forgot my password, you will be able to reset it, family, okay? But once that, now I have a lot here because I've registered for quite a few things. I did beta, I have the free class, and I did a couple of things. You may just have one thing here, one section, one classroom here, right? I have several ones. As you can see, I have mathematics, I have reading, and these a few other things as well. If you also sign up for a free class, you would see everything you signed up for Yahweh Virtual University. It would be all in the student dashboard, okay? But I'm going to stick on the Saturday Fun classes. Once I log in, it's going to give me access to my classroom here. I'm going to click Yahweh Virtual University Saturday Bible Fun. Again, this is for my 13-year-old. He has an account here. I will go to get started, and I'm ready to go. I go ahead to join live lesson. Now I want to go over some of the perks of registering, because you might be like, why register? Now you all have it super easy. I can just click a button and go to the classroom. Why do I want to register? Here's some extra things in case you do want to. You will have access to the upcoming projects, okay? Your student throughout the week may be like, Ima, Abba, I don't remember what the project was. Do you remember it? They could come into their student dashboard, and actually the project that's due would be here. This is actually not updated yet. This is still for last Saturday, and it may take us a day or two to update it. We're working on getting that a little bit faster, family. But you would be able to get those updates here as well. Also, your student would be able to upload their different projects. Students have lots of fun of creating projects. You know, they've created Noah and the Ark, different cardboard arcs for Noah. I mean, the younger students, they do quite a bit of drawing and coloring projects. They would be able to take photos of those projects and upload them to their student dashboard as well. So other family members and friends will be able to see some of their projects. If you're looking at the screen, this was a project that was done by one of our students. Looks like that's Moses and the burning bush. This one here was the Red Sea opening, I believe, and a few other things as well. So our students have lots of fun with creating projects, learning Bible stories, and on their student dashboard, they would be able to see some of these projects. But they would have to, take pictures of those projects and actually upload them to their student dashboard. And it's fun because other schoolmates will be able to come up here and see, oh, wow, somebody did that and this. So we're getting better at it. We'll also be able to have the name of the student that did each project as well. Okay? So that's some of the perks of actually registering if you want to. If not, let's keep it simple, family. Go straight to the classroom and let's just have a good time having fun with Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Any questions or concerns, family, with our Saturday Bible Fun? I think we all are going to love those updates.
Queen Yerusha,
Yes, ma'am.
I do have a question. If I don't register, do my children get access to the text message reminders and the email reminders?
Great question. So if you don't register, your information or your number would not be in the database. So you wouldn't be able to get the reminders. But if you do want the text message reminders, family, here on our home page, if you go to the free Saturday class, on this page, whenever you scroll down, this is going to give us all the times. I know we have Eastern, Central, and Pacific. We have students that's in Pacific as well. Here it says receive text reminders about YVU Saturday Bible classes. If you click here and put in your information, you would be able to receive those reminders. Okay? So again, on the Yahweh Virtual University Saturday Bible Fun details page, if you scroll down, you would be able to sign up for those text reminders.
1 minute.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
Any other questions, family? All right, praise Yahweh. I think we are getting close to that time. I know we had about an hour and a half for our open house. I have a few other things that I want to touch on before we go over any final thoughts, family. Um, some of the things that we're working on and that we've accomplished, okay? We are still working on, for one, I want us to remember, we are working still very hard on launching the full homeschool program, okay? Bear with us. It's taking us time. We're a small team, but we're a dedicated team, and that's all that matters. We're small but dedicated, and we're going to get there sooner or later. We will. I have no doubt about it. So that's one of the things we're working on, our full homeschool program. Another thing that we're working on is constantly building and growing um, our library. Okay, what is our library? Our library is an area that we can go to access different workbooks for our students. Okay, um, this is also an area you can go. Queen Nayel, you were asking about the teacher, parent-teacher handbook.
Yes, ma'am.
This is actually somewhere where you can purchase it. Queen Tamar, I can actually put this in the chat as well. If this link, if it's not there yet, Queen, let me put it in there for you. I don't think I gave this one to you. Did I give this one to you, Queen, or not?
No, ma'am, but I
No?
can do it for you. You just carry on. I got you
Oh,
covered.
awesome. Praise Yahweh. Okay. um, this is going to be an area where parents and students can come and enjoy these resources that we've provided. One of our family members already won the Yahweh Mathematics Workbook, so they're going to have an amazing time with that for one of their younger students. Um, Nation Time, this was the storybook that another one of our family members have won. The Reader Primary Book, this is a level 1 reader book that, I mean, I grew up reading this book that we all remember if we went to the University of Yahweh, I'm sure we remember this book. And then a fun Hebrew coloring book. This is also something that we do have in our library. We're working on building this, right? We want to make sure we have as much resources here for our family. Now, whenever our full homeschool program is set up, we definitely want parents and students to have full access to this, when that time comes. But we do want to show you the progress, right? Seeing is believing. I want you all to see that we're working. We have a lot that we're working on, and this is one of them. Our Yahweh Library is in the workings. We have a few things in here now, and we will be adding to it as well. I do want to briefly show what a oh, before I move forward, yes, somebody had a question. No? Okay. Here's briefly what a book would look like, family. Now, this book is in digital form. A parent or student would be able to download this book and actually print it out. So, a student could actually read it from online, or they could actually have, physical copies. But this is just a small example on what one of our digital books would look like if purchased from our Yahweh Library that we have so far. Now, again, it's definitely a work in progress. We'll have part 2 and 3 coming out as well for our Reader Primary book, but it's fun. I mean, students, 4 and 5-year-olds, they're gonna have a ball learning how to read with this, with fun, with these amazing pictures and different things like that. So again, just a brief idea on what that would look like, family. I also want to briefly show everybody where we are so far um, with our Bible stories, right? Um, our goal is to have an archive of Yahweh Bible stories, right? On YouTube, yes, they're getting better with actually having black characters finally, for our prophets. We know all the prophets were black. Finally, we're seeing a lot more Bible stories that actually has, black characters. But have you heard of any Bible stories actually call the correct name of God in them? Raise your hand if you have. If you went to if you went to YouTube and you click on Bible story, and you've watched the black Bible story and they actually saying God Yahweh. Little to none. I don't think there's any. If there are, very few, right? It's just too few if they are. We're on a mission, to provide our children and the world with the correct Bible stories, with the correct color, with the correct name of God. Not just the right color of the, prophets, but also the correct name of God, which is Yahweh. And I do want to actually play one of our short Bible stories that we have created. Let me see. And I want to show you all a little bit of our progress with it, right? Because like I said, seeing is believing. You might want to know, I don't know, why support, why this, why that, because we have a lot that we're working on, family, a lot. And I want to show you all a little bit of where we are. And I could sit here all day, but I want to definitely be respectful of everyone's time. Praise Yahweh. Let me see if I can find it. Also, the floor is still open for any questions or concerns that we may have, family. So feel free to ask if you'd like. Praise Yahweh. All right, so I do have the link finally. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again so that we all can get a visual of, some of the Bible. Now this Bible story is not complete. It's a short story on Adam and Eve, right? Or the Adamites and the Evites. And I want you all to, just view it and get a good idea on what we're working on, some of the things that we're doing. Here we go, family. Let me share my screen, make sure my sound is on, and I hope you all enjoy.
In the heart of the Garden of Eden, a tranquil paradise thriving with vibrant flora and cascading streams, two groups basked in the blessings of their creator, Yahweh. The Adamites, clad in flowing white robes and elegant head wraps, walked with reverence, embodying serenity and devotion. Beside them lived their helpmeet, the Eve people, simpler in their ways, but their garments varied in color. They lived united, gathering fruits from trees heavy with blessings, and drinking from crystal-clear rivers, all under the watchful presence of God Yahweh. In the center of the garden stood a tree with knowledge and books of good and evil, shrouded in an aura of both mystery and forewarning. God Yahweh had commanded them, "You may eat freely from every tree in the garden, but do not eat from the tree in the center of the garden, for it is the books of good and evil, and on the day you partake of it, you shall surely die." Bliss prevailed, but as days unfolded, so did a subtle restlessness. Among the lush greens appeared a serpent, not a reptile, but a black man in a sharp-tailored suit whose voice flowed like silk. His presence drew curious gazes from the Eve people. He approached them slowly, smiling as though he held the universe's secrets in his palm. "Why has God Yahweh forbidden you from the tree at the garden's core?" the serpent asked, his tone equal parts intrigue and reassurance. "Surely it is not to deny you wisdom." but because he knows if you read what lies within, you'll become like him, knowing both good and evil. The Eve people hesitated, exchanging glances as the serpent extended his hand with the forbidden books. Perhaps, he continued, the true test is not obedience, but the courage to embrace what you do not know. Compelled by the allure of truth and wisdom, an Evite stretched out her trembling hand, grabbing the books. Its taste, complex, bitter, and sweet, opened their minds to stark new realities. With trembling fingers, they shared the books with the Adamites. And then came the revelation. Their innocence fell away like daylight fading into dusk. For the first time, they saw their nakedness with eyes unclouded, and the harmony of the garden fell silent, replaced by the hum of shame. In their hearts they understood the gravity of what had been lost. From the heavens descended God Yahweh in radiance. Have you eaten from the tree I commanded you not to eat? His voice was gentle yet firm, carrying the weight of both love and disappointment. The Adamites and Evites could only bow their heads before him in silence, burdened by guilt. Yahweh spoke again. You no longer can you remain here, for the garden can only cradle purity. And so Yahweh expelled them from Eden, setting flaming swords around the garden's boundaries to guard the path to the tree of life.
Praise Yahweh, family. Again,
Awesome.
just a brief, a really short story. That's some of the things we're working on. I mean, it's so much. It's a
Praise
lot,
Yahweh.
y'all. It's a lot. We're taking on a lot. You know how they say, don't bite off more than you can chew. We bit off quite a bit, but we're chewing it slowly. And we would definitely want to flood this world with as much Yahweh content for our children, for ourselves, for our nation, for the world. Okay. Um, that's the end of our open house. We definitely got to 5:30. I definitely do not want to go over. We definitely said hour and a half, family. So I do want to real briefly again open it back up for any final thoughts, and then we can all give each other virtual hugs, and till next time, family, till next time.
Praise
Oh, love family. Love you all. Toda for the beautiful Yahweh University understanding. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
Glory to
praise Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Love you too. Love you too.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
Great presentation.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
Blessing you all. Keep up the good work.
Praise Yahweh, fam. Brother Alton
The
here.
name of the streets of the sin once again. We got tonight for all the good work.
I
For the Lord be done.
have
Praise Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, Sister
Praise Yahweh.
Just a very thoughtful and well put together and organized, and definitely very enlightening on Yahweh University and however we can support in Jackson, Mississippi, and however we can support the work. We're definitely here to be a support. Praise Yahweh, Ben Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
praise Yahweh.
I bet that is.
Told out for that
Praise
love, family.
that one. We got chance. Don't
Praise Yahweh, praise Yahweh. Well, family, we enjoyed it. All of that love, we took it all in. Praise Yahweh, Toda for giving it. We're gonna give it right back. As you give it, we're gonna give it. Praise Yahweh. Toda, so much for being present. Congratulations again on our 5 winners. Um, look out for those emails. We will be sending you that information.
that's good.
And we look forward to seeing you, in our Saturday classes, family.
Yahweh. Toda.
Shalom,
Praise
shalom,
Yahweh.
family.
Praise
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Shalom
Communion.
Aleichem, family.
Shalom, everyone. Love you all.
I just wanted to stay online and congratulate y'all.
Praise Yahweh.
What a beautiful presentation, Queen Yerusha,
Yes.
Queen Deborah. Y'all
Praise
y'all
Yahweh.
pull this together beautifully.
Mhm. It's well organized. Praise
Indeed.
Yahweh. And Toda for all of your work.
Hey, I'm
We
just
couldn't have
here
done it
supporting.
without you.
I'm a cheerleader.
Well, you're a great supporter.
So that
Praise Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Well, praise
I think
Yahweh.
it turned out pretty good, praise
Mhm.
Yahweh.
Now let me stop this recording. If you need Dr. Lute and myself to do something with this recording so we can post it on our YouTube or any other